Hey guys, it's Spaces Sims, and we are back with more Virche. I was like, my brain, guys, I know what I'm playing, but my brain wanted to say The Sims, and I'm like, that's somehow not right. What is happening here? Anyway, we're continuing Lucas's route. At least I know that. We're playing Lucas's route in The Sims. Have fun. Confusing everyone who is like, wait, I thought I clicked on a Virche video. You did. It's me. I'm broken. Anyway, the next morning, I woke up earlier than usual and finished my daily chores before stepping outside. I met Lucas along the way and walked with him to the same orphanage as last time. We'll end class early today and set aside time for the children to get some exercise. I do hope you brought a change of clothes in case you get dirty. Yes. Wait, I did? I feel like you should tell me these things. Oh, you look a little unwell. Do you dislike playing outdoors? Oh, it's not that. This morning, as I was about to leave, I noticed that the children were staring at me like they weren't happy. In particular, seeing Milo glaring at me again stung me hard. I mean, I just feel like that's his natural resting bitch face. I was finally able to get along with them after the incident. I was wondering whether I did something to make them upset. What did Sister Salome say about it? I shook my head. She only smiled and said I shouldn't worry since it's the children who are mistaken. The children, you say? Ah, I see. If she's correct that it isn't your fault, I believe time will solve the issue, so you don't need to worry. They're mad because I'm going out and playing with other kids, and they're like, that's not nice, you're playing with other kids. Yeah, I'm cheating on you bastards. For whatever reason you would go play with other kids. That was a weird one. Anyway. You kids suck! You were mean to me. I'm gonna go find some new orphans to befriend. That's also kind of fucked up in a weird way. Are you sure? I mean, if you and Mother say so. I breathed a sigh of relief as we arrived. Without a chance to think any further.
Oh, you're so slow. We're gonna get ya. Monsieur Proust is too fast, so let's go after her instead.
Wait a minute. I was running as fast as I could in a game of tag with the children. Okay, right here too, okay? I'm sorry. Oh, Lucas is too fast, and he's super strong, and like, look at him Spider-Manning up the building. I'm just saying, if you didn't want to enhance that I think he's Boro, you really shouldn't be talking about how speedy and strong he is. Also by giving them the same freaking... come on. There's the obvious. Same sprite poses. Voice actor, stabby. Eyes closed in your sprite every once in a while, which... I know it's supposed to be you being happy, but I'm just saying... I've learned a lesson from the 2 other times this has happened before, and I usually get stabbed by it, okay? So, like, hackles are raised here, sir. I mean, you can stab me all you want, you're gorgeous, so whatever. But then also, like, oh, he's strong. Yeah, he is. He punched a fucking hole in Eve's chest. Broke his motherfucking rib, and now the kids are saying he's fat. I'm just saying, like, it's just, do you see the board with all the weird red thread? I'm Charlie Day in that fucking meme right now, okay? That's what's happening. Like, I'm like, this is me cutting it out. Oh my god, anyway. I was running as fast as I could in a game of tag with the children. I should have brought clothes that were easier to move around in. After being cooped up inside the orphanage for so long, all this running was taking its toll. Each time I managed to find some place to hide, one of the children would appear and reach out to tag me. I haven't played this game in a long time. Not since my previous orphanage. I thought about days long past as I hid behind the bushes near the fence that surrounded the lawn. Thinking back, I really wasn't a fast runner at all. Feels like just yesterday. Someone's gonna tag you because I just heard running in the grass.
Found you, Madam Spacey.
Unable to brace the force from behind, my body fell forward. I wasn't prepared for the impact. Oh, Lucas is gonna come running from like 2 blocks away to catch me in a hot second. You know we're getting caught. Yeah, I closed my eyes tightly and braced myself for a hard landing when I felt something soft yet firm beneath me. His chest. Come on! We've been through this about 7,000 times. I'm not. That comes out like I'm saying, like, God, we've been through this a million times. It's like, we've been through this so many times. But actually, I'm okay with it because I like it. We all like it. Let's be real. Spacey. That was not his voice. Oh, and we get a CG. Oh my God. Look at how gorgeous he is in this. Jesus. Someone grabbed me by the arm, and I felt a mild jolt instead of the pain I was expecting. I raised my head to see beautiful eyes and long lashes in front of my face. I mean, they really do draw his long ass fucking lashes in. Ouch. I'm sorry I couldn't support you properly. Spacey, are you hurt? I'm fine. You kept me from falling. Thank you very much. I mean, goddamn. The art in this is really fucking beautiful. And, like, I gotta be, like, sometimes they make the main character look a little derpy, and you're like, the art would be beautiful, but her face looks stupid. No, I mean, she is generally, like, really fucking pretty in the art. Like, her, like, obviously, like, her saucer eyes work on her face, so I'm not, like, too opposed. I've gotten used to the giant saucer eyes, but come on, sometimes you're like, what the fuck? Blink once in a while, girl. But, like, I mean, obviously she's shocked because she fell. But they work, and, like, her little bangs in her eyes, you know. Are we, like, sprawled between his legs? Or is that our foot? Like, whose foot's where? Whose leg is where? I don't know what's going on. We're all entwined up, but I am here for it. Like, goddamn. I'm sorry you had to help me. No. I just rushed over on my own, that's all. I'm glad to see you're having so much fun that you could fall like this. That said, Lucas looked around as the children gathered around us with concern. He found the boy who tackled me from behind and addressed him in a calm voice. You caught her in the same way as when we played together, right?
Yeah?
It's very nice that you're having fun, but she isn't as strong or as big as I am. So next time, let's have fun with a bit more caution, okay? After all, you wouldn't want to hurt your kind new teacher, would you?
Right. I'm sorry, Madam Spacey.
It's okay, kiddo. I understand that you have to throw your whole entire body at full force against Lucas for him to even feel it. I get it. We know. We know what a tank Bordo. I mean, Lucas is. We get it. It's understandable, kiddo. Oh, don't worry. I'm sorry for not paying attention. I'll make sure not to fall next time. So can we keep playing together?
Yeah.
Lucas told the boy that Madam Spacey was going to take a break. With that, the boy apologized to me once more and headed back to play with the other children. Seeing how innocent they are makes it difficult to scold them. I agree. I was having so much fun that it made me think about my own childhood. I was never very active, but I liked to play outside at my old orphanage. I remember falling down and crying a lot, but the staff there and my friends consoled me each time. Oh, I must say that's surprising, but it sounds like a lovely memory. That you're able to look back on those memories with fondness instead of sorrow makes me feel very happy. Why does that sentence sound weird? You know what I mean? Like, why is that, why does that sound, you know what I mean? That sounds like someone who knew you when you were a child would say, I'm so glad you thought that. Wait, what? No, because it's not that I was the caretaker at an orphanage that you were at and am now living as a totally different person. You know what I mean? I mean, everybody dies at 23, so, like, unless he's actually a reliver but has never told anyone and he's hiding it, you know, he's 22, so, like, he's only a few years older than us. But you're like, and Eve already saved us from the burning orphanage, so, like, I mean, I guess it wouldn't really be odd. My brain was going to say it would be odd if Eve came and rescued us as a child when he was a child, but then we also knew Lucas because he was at an orphanage we were at one time when we were a child too. Like, and then Adolphe is also at, you know what I mean? Like, coincidence that all of our love interests were at orphanages with us or whatever. But, I mean, okay, I guess, considering in this world everybody dies so young, there's probably an awful lot of kids in the orphanage, so not far-fetched to be like, yeah, no, we all know each other from the orphanage. Where that seems weird in reality in this world. Yeah, basic, I guess so. Huh. I'm just saying, that sentence that it was like, I don't know if it's just, I'm just so happy you can look back at that and be happy about it as opposed to, upset because everybody thinks you're deaf. That could totally be it too. It could be innocuous like that, or it could have like a deeper meaning. I don't know. But it just kind of sent little like bells going on in my head like, huh. Why are we saying it like this? My breath caught in my throat as Lucas gave me the kindest smile. Please keep up the good work. I look forward to seeing more of the smiles and feelings as you remember them. I'll do whatever it takes to help you draw those memories. His caring words seemed to be a beacon to a brighter future. Again, that could have a deeper meaning, or it could very much just be, I feel as a fellow human being and somebody that knows you, sad that you're always sad because people think you're deaf and you have horrible memories. So if you're finding good memories, I want to keep that coming because I like it when you smile and I like seeing you happy. One, because I'm secretly in love with you. I mean, he's our love interest in this route, so he's in love with us. But also just because, like, you're a friend, you want to see your friends happy. You know what I mean? So, like, it could just be totally normal. I am your friend, I want you to be happy. I'm in love with you and I want you to be happy. Normal thing. Or kind of a deeper meaning, maybe. I just feel like I read way too much into everything. Like, that's nice. Why is he saying that's nice? Does he really think that's nice? Or is he being sarcastic? Like, because this game has so many weird fucking twists. I mean, we've only done one route, and I'm like, I am prepared for, like, everything to be a twist about everything else. I don't know. When the children started to slow down from all the running, the staff came to let everyone know that they had snacks and drinks ready. Woohoo, snacks! I decided to leave the children to Lucas for now. I offered to help the orphanage staff to help them get the juice and snacks ready. I'm sorry the kids got your clothes dirty. Lucas always manages to evade their little hands, so I guess they were excited to play with someone they could catch more easily. It's okay. It reminded me that I need more exercise. It must be tough playing with the children every day. As we had our conversation, the other staff looked at me with curious eyes, some who had lived as long as 30 years as relivers. Their impression of me might have changed after seeing me in class and playing with the children. After setting the table with snacks, the staff members responded easily to my inquiries, which were disguised as small talk. Of course, I avoided mentioning that I was investigating Bordeaux's background. With the hope of finding a lead, I borrowed the orphanage's record book that contained pictures of the children they cared for. How would that? You don't know what Bordeaux looked like. So how would you... I mean, I guess you're like, let me see if anything stands out, but... I continued asking questions as I flipped through the book. It's really odd because it's like talking about you're playing with it, you're offering to help, and then they're talking about this, and then as we had our conversation, they looked at me with curious eyes. Some had lived as long as 30 years as relivers. Okay, I feel like that's a lot of information in one long sentence, but like, okay, as we're having a conversation, they're looking at me curiously. Okay, maybe because you're deaf, whatever. And some who've lived 30 years as a reliver. Oh, I mean, I don't know if that was necessary information, but sure, fine, okay, whatever. And then, okay, the impression changed. And then, but then this is weird. After setting the tables with snacks, staff members responded to my inquiries, which were disguised as small talk. And then I avoided mentioning investigating Bordeaux, and then I borrowed the record book, and it's like, I just feel like that just all happened without any, like, I feel it's just weird. I mean, again, okay, we're having small talk, and so I decided to try to inquire as we're having a conversation. Oh, hey, blah, blah, blah. And then I borrowed the record book. Like, that's what we're getting at, but it's, I mean, obviously, but it's just presented in such a weird fucking way. It's slightly disjointing. You're like, wait, what the fuck just happened? Like, I mean, I get A, B, and C, but I'm not sure how we got to Q from those. Like, you know, like, all right, you're looking at the record book. I guess we asked to borrow. You know what I mean? It just feels like it skipped from A to P to Q. Like, you're like, all right, I'm here now, but I skipped some steps. I don't know. I just feel like it could have been another sentence or two or something to kind of flesh it out a little so it didn't feel so weird, but yeah, there you go. Anyway, it's such a scary thought that a horrifying killer was lurking in the streets. I heard that the Royal Guard didn't stand a chance. I can't imagine what would have happened if I were there. Did the children or staff ever encounter someone like him? Of course not. We would never step foot near dangerous people. And this area in general is really safe because they made sure of it back then. If someone like the killer was around, someone would have reported them to the Royal Guard or the Corps right away. Well, no, but also made sure of it back then. Back when? Who made sure of it? And what do you mean back when? It was maybe 8 years ago. There used to be a dependable liver couple who lived in Cheetahs. And the husband in particular was a good man who knew about security and self-defense. In fact, they even went out of their way to teach us self-defense and how to identify suspicious people. Was it Mathis's parents? I was like, I'm just wondering. They were from Cheetahs? Yes, strange, isn't it? I didn't think the people who lived there ever came to Cohen. There are a lot of people here who rob and steal so they can become relivers. We really owe a lot to that couple. But after their eldest son left home, they moved too. So I'm not sure where they are now. I feel like this is Mathis's parents. Why do I just feel like it? Like, oh, there was a couple who used to come. Their eldest son left home, and no, everybody got murdered. If they're that kind, they must be helping other people in a different district now. After all they've done, I hope they're doing well. Oh, they're so fucking dead. The woman smiled in agreement. At that same moment, I reached the last page in the record book. Although they said their eldest son as if there was more than one, and everybody else in Cheetahs remembers, like, I don't even remember them having a second son, but I'd made sure to check the details of each child and what they did after they left the orphanage. Okay, so that's really is a detail. Like, what are they doing after they leave? Like, Jesus Christ. Like, they tracking your data. God. That makes more sense than I'm looking through pictures of 6-year-olds. You're like looking, okay, this person just disappeared, and this person just disappeared. Huh. Suspicious. You know what I mean? Or, this person is really good at fencing, or like, whatever. This kid excelled at stabbing. You know, I get it. Many of them were physically fit and went on to work with the Corps and the Royal Guard. Well, any one of them could be a murderer. But none of them joined the Institute as researchers or guards. Not easy to find a lead after all. Why would we assume that none of them joined the Institute? Why is that important? I mean, it's fine, like, oh, I saw a lot of people in the Corps, whatever, not many in the Institute, but it's kind of like, I feel like that's supposed to be like, well, we don't have a lead because they would have joined the Institute? I mean, we already know from Mathis's route that, like, somebody's stealing shit and kind of selling it under the table, like, black market dealing, you know, that's how Jean got all of his shit, so, you know. I closed the book with a quiet sigh of disappointment. I spoke with some of the other staff later, but in the end there was no notable information to be found. With the afternoon class over, I made my way back with Lucas by my side. Although, I mean, to be fair, if Lucas is Bordeaux, why would we do his route so early? I mean, I guess to be fair, it's not like the main point. Yes and no. Like, Mathis was obsessed with finding him because he thought he killed his brother. Okay. If Lucas is Bordeaux, it's kind of like he's got a whole, like, reasoning behind it. Okay. And then with Eve, I think the main thing is probably gonna be, like, us remembering him pulling us out from the fire type of a thing. There might be other stuff, like we'll still be looking for Bordeaux even though we know he's Lucas, you know, but I guess it's not that big of a twist, like, in Lucas, because I don't think that would be the main focus. Like, yeah, they'll still be looking, kind of in Mathis's route when we realize Bordo's still alive, but Mathis had, like, a hard-on to try to take him down. Everybody else is like, fuck, there's a murderer, we gotta do this. You know, where it's not as pertinent to their routes, I guess. So, and Cyanide, he gives no fucks. He's like, whatever, I don't care. So, I don't know what's gonna happen there. So, now, don't be so glum. It's only the first location you've checked, and there's many more to come. I don't think he's worried because he knows we ain't gonna figure out it's him. Well, maybe we're never gonna figure out it's him. No, we should. It's gonna get a despair ending. Might not mean much now, but you were able to speak with a great deal of people today. I guess you're right. I'll do my best to keep talking to as many people as possible. Just as I was about to say goodbye and part ways, Lucas stopped suddenly as though he wasn't planning on going home. Miss Maisie, I'm sorry, but would you mind coming with me? Since opportunity permits, I'd like to introduce someone to you. Oh my god, we're gonna meet Nadia. With that, Lucas led the way to, oh my god, is he gonna tell us it's his sister? A hospital managed by the Society of Exorcists, where Adolphe and Eve were admitted. Such a pretty building. Outside, inside. I walked down the hallway behind him until we stopped in front of one of the patient rooms. Huh? Isn't this... To be fair, we also, like, we have blonde hair and blue eyes like Lucas. Our hair is more golden and his is, like, ashy blonde, but, like, are we related? Oh my god, are you my brother? Because I'd been into that. Adolphe's kind of like our brother, but not actually by blood, so good enough, I guess. It's me. I'm coming in. How are you feeling? A faint voice responded, too soft for me to hear, but it seemed like we could come in. I love this. We're going to get introduced to Nadia, even though we kind of already met her. He went inside without a second thought, while I followed after a bit hesitantly. It is his sister! Brother! Oh, we get a CG of her adorable little face. And him together! Okay, like, I'm sorry. I told you in the last part when I'm like, are they related? Because they look identical. Like, what the fuck? So, like, okay, yeah. I mean, I'm just very excited that I figured that out. I think it was obvious. I think it was obvious because they look identical. A familiar room and a familiar face greeted us. Hi, Nadia. I know I'm early, but I figured you wouldn't mind. Great! And that means we can talk longer than usual. Oh, and this is... the person you've been pestering me about wanting to meet. And my dear student who now works as my aide. Really? So she's the one? Wait, is that you, Spacey? Oh my god, I love it. No, don't go back to them! Okay, it's just a memory. Are you a new patient here by chance? I'm so happy. It's been a long time since I've seen another girl here besides me. Okay, listen, I don't like children, but if anything happens to Nadia, she's probably gonna die, but I'm gonna be mad. Okay? Listen, Jean made it out alive. Not really. Jean actually died at the hands of Camille because Jean was a fabrication of Camille, so technically never existed, and that makes me sad, okay? But this poor fucking little thing, don't hurt her. Don't hurt our child. Don't hurt my baby sister, okay? Like, oh god, something horrible's gonna happen to this poor thing, isn't it? Oh no. Oh god. I'm trying to, oh no, wait. Hold. Go back. Disclaimer. Okay. Trigger warnings. Violence, gore, genocide, murder, torture, drugging, brainwashing, suicide, verbal and physical abuse, cult mob mentality, decapitation, body horror, scenes involving obsession with a minor. Oh god! Who's gonna do what to this poor girl? Oh no. Oh guys. Should we quit now while we're ahead? We just stop playing this game? I can't. I love this game so much. It's pain and suffering, but like the ends are pain and suffering, but like in the middle with just the horrible shit that's happening around us, like I kind of have a love-hate relationship with the writers. Like I hate them because because I love them. Like, I love that they have made these characters so likable and everybody's so personable with each other, and we have this perfect little found family with all our little friends and everybody. And like, sure, Sion's often his own thing, but like, you know what I mean? Like, before everyone was together and everyone's having fun, and you're like, no, this is cute. We can all just like pile into Saint Germain's mansion, and it's great, and we're all gonna, it's awesome, right? While there's like death and murder and horrible shit on the outside, but in our little bubble, everything's happy and sweet and wonderful, and the characters are all cute and wholesome, while stabby. Generally, everything seems all nice, and then all the evil comes in. So like, I love the writers for making everybody so likable and making you be like, I'm having a great time. But I also hate them because then they're like, oh, by the way, everybody died and everything is awful, and you're like, why did you do this to me? I hate you. You know, it was fucking brilliant. Because, like, I can't not, like, you know, sometimes, like, watching a horror movie, you know, everything's gonna be awful and everyone's gonna die, but you're like, man, that was a ride. It was a horror movie, and everyone died, but it was, you enjoyed the trauma? But, like, so I feel like that's where I should be. It's like, I'm enjoying the angst, but I'm like, but it doesn't feel like angst until you get to the end. But, like, halfway through Mathis' route, you're like, we're having a great time. He's gone off and he's a little crazy, but like, whatevs, everything's fun. And then the shit happens and you're like, I hate this now. But I'm still having a good time, but I remember the fond memories. It's these fond, fluffy memories that they're building up that, like, I'm enjoying, like, this is a light, fluffy game that then bitch slaps me with trauma. And I've said it before, I'm gonna keep saying it because I keep getting bamboozled. Like, inside, I'm like, this is a traumatic game. You know this. And I'm like, if anybody hurts her, oh, God. Oh, God. And now that oh, no. Oh. So I want to be like, I'm never going to play this game because then nothing can ever hurt her. But I'm really enjoying this game, and there's no way we're going to stop. Jesus Christ. I've been looking forward to this for a while. But fucking A. Shit.
I'm so happy. It's been a long time since I've seen another girl here besides me.
Oh, our poor little buttercup.
And you're... Yes, it's me, Nadia. I'm so happy you remembered me.
Oh, look at them together. They're so adorable. They even have the same hair, little bangs. And oh, you two have met before.
She picked up your diary for me when I dropped it a while ago. I can't believe you're the one my brother told me about.
What are the chances? Pretty fucking slim in this game. What are the chances you're gonna come out of this totally unscathed and happy and healthy and alive? Pretty fucking small.
Brother, isn't this the kind of thing you'd call fate?
I love her. I tried my best to sort out the situation while Lucas stood there with a troubled smile. The first thing I needed to confirm was the word I heard the moment we stepped inside. Brother?
I love this.
I'm sorry for the late introduction. She's I'm
his younger sister, Nadia Proust. I'm 12 years old.
Oh, being so cute. Nadia Proust, Lucas's younger sister, a sickly girl who's in the care of the hospital managed by the Society of Exorcists.
Thank you for helping out my brother.
Like, but, I mean, just look at the CG. He is gorgeous. Like, sir, stop being so fucking ridiculously beautiful and sexy. And then you're like, look at her, she's so cute! Don't you just want to protect her and pat her on her precious head? And she is... It's such an adorable CG. She's so precious. So, oh, all the bad things are gonna happen to this. Younger? Sister? They had the same last name and looked exactly like each other. I know, why are you shocked? They even laughed the same way. I imagine just being like, you laugh like her.
My brother told me about a woman he started working with, so I asked if I could meet her in person. Thank you very much for picking up the diary before.
No, not at all. I'm glad we were able to meet again, Mademoiselle Proust. I never thought you two were siblings. Now that I've had a better look, you two really do look alike.
I hear that often. We both take after our mother. But Mademoiselle Proust makes me sound like a stranger. Am I that scary to you?
Her face, though. Her fucking face when she makes this, like, come on, face. That is such an old lady face. That is like a middle-aged woman, like, girl, don't even fucking play with me. Like, that, I fucking love it on her tiny little body. It's ridiculous. Oh my god.
Huh? No, not at all. Really? Then let's talk to each other like we've been friends for years.
Sure,
Just call me Nadia. I'm younger than you after all.
Nadia? I know we're blushing because we feel awkward about it.
What is it, Spacey?
Seeing me speak her name with a hint of embarrassment, Nadia looked as if she was ready to spring from the bed with delight. But in the next moment, she held her chest and coughed in pain. Nadia, are you okay? Lucas quickly moved closer to Nadia to rub her back. Yeah, it's like she's already being impacted by the disease like Lucas, but he's twice her age. Well, 10 years older. I thought I warned you not to get too excited when I brought her here.
But
after her coughing settled down, Nadia tugged on Lucas's clothes.
there's finally a girl in your life. Wouldn't it be strange if I wasn't excited?
I'm sorry, why is that me? It's not that it's funny, I'm giggling in awkwardness. You're sitting over, there's a girl in your life, and you're like, oh my god, seriously, me? No, I'm embarrassed. Stop it. No, keep going. That was like a knee-jerk, awkward, freaking laugh giggle. And that was not even... it's a little funny of a situation. Like, this is amusing, but it's also like, I'm embarrassed. What the fuck is this game doing to me? Oh, dear God.
After all, isn't she going to be my future sister-in-law?
I love how awkward this is.
And there you go again. I've explained to you that she was just a student of mine.
Oh, my heart.
But can't you see how sweet it would be if your relationship grew into something else?
The look on her face is like, boy, don't you fuck with me. You marry this woman now. I'm on my deathbed. I'd like nieces and nephews. She's like your mom. Like, I want grandbabies.
Brother, don't try to hide the fact that you want to be someone special to her. Oh, you coward.
Damn, girl. She's just like reading all the tea over here. I wondered what they were whispering about. Oh, they're whispering, so I can't hear them. Are you feeling better now?
It wasn't that bad, so please don't worry. By the way, there's a reason why I asked my brother to bring you here. I was born weak, so I've been at the hospital for as long as I can remember. See, my body is scrawny and my skin's really pale.
Lucas is also pale, and I'm basically fucking a ghost over here too. So, like, I'm just saying, we all pale here. Nadia pulled up her sleeve to reveal an unbelievably thin arm hidden underneath. Oh.
Since I'm like this, everyone's afraid of me, and I've never been able to make any friends.
Aww. Everyone's afraid of me because I kill people just by, like, being near them, so I get it.
But I heard about you from my brother. He said you were able to make new friends when you started going outside. So I wanted to ask if I could be one of them.
Oh, stop. This is the part that's gonna make me cry. I just want to be one of your friends because I'm lonely. Oh, stop it. Stop! My eyes widened at the unexpected request. There's gonna be some horrible shit that happens, and I'll be able to hold but this is gonna make me bawl. Wait, so you mean I can be your friend? Is that what you're saying?
Why, yes. Actually, I'd say that I want to be your friend, not the other way around.
It was such a nice thing of her to say.
But my brother also told me a little about your life. But I still want to be friends with you regardless. People calling you deaf sounds like a random rumor to me. I know you're kind enough to pick up a diary for a strange little girl alone in her room.
As her brother, I'd like to ask that you accept her request. Won't you consider talking to her and being her friend? I've been visiting her when I can, but it would still be nice if she had another girl to talk to. I'd love to. There is no way I'm gonna say, are you sure? Question mark. No, are you sure? Okay. No, I'd love to. Girl, own it. Thank God we don't. Okay. I'd love to be your friend. Especially because it's like, are you sure? Like, I mean, I get why we would ask that. Like, are you sure? Because I'm deaf. But we know that Lucas doesn't, he's like, I don't want you to think of yourself that way, and doesn't really kind of, all of our boys are like, nah, I don't believe that shit. I just killed 20 people by standing here. And they're like, yeah, coincidence, circumstance, whatever. Something else, not you. You know what I mean? They don't believe it. And she's over there like, I think that that's silly. So us questioning it is like questioning them and being insecure about ourselves, as opposed to like when we're like, I'd love to. It's like, yeah, you both want me to be your friend and I want to be your friend too. So fuck yeah, I'm doing this for me and for you, girl. You know?
I've always wanted a nice friend like you, Nadia. We may even go from being friends to being family one day.
I'm like, huh?
Nadia.
My heart was buoyed by the knowledge that I had made such a cute friend. She's gonna be like, do you like my brother? The door behind me slowly slid open. What with the Capucine's voice? He never has a fucking... I've never been able to like... I really hope the obsession with a minor is maybe just like medical obsession. Like, oh, she's a fine lab specimen, not a creepy like, hey girl, you know what I mean? Not creepy like that. I hope it's more like, I think that she is a perfect lab rat, guinea pig for my experiments. Then I'm still fucked up, but a little less fucked up. You know, and you're like, oh, okay, kind of like Mathis was the guinea pig for Camille's experiments, and you're like, well, that's awful, but like, we can handle that kind of trauma. That's okay. Let's hope for that. Let's hope for that. I'm terribly afraid it's not going to be that, though. Oh, God. I'm prepared for the worst. Anyway. I don't remember the voice this bitch... I can't remember his voice ever? Anyway. I didn't know you were here, Lucas. And Spacey as well. What an unexpected pair. It's kind of a bitchy voice, right? Anyway. Oh, Dr. Capucine. It's been a while. Indeed. So are those two stubborn patients doing well? Also, please don't be creepy, because God, he's beautiful. He's a douche, but he's kind of pretty. Why are the douches always out? Why is everyone in this hot? Ain't killing me. I was sure he knew what the royal family made public. Given that Nadia was here, Dr. Capucine didn't seem like he wanted to talk about that or the incidents. Suddenly, as if she had been waiting for his arrival, Nadia let out a bright smile.
Dr. Capucine, you'll never guess. I just became friends with Spacey.
Well, that's very nice. I'm glad to see you so happy, Nadia. Dr. Capucine responded with a very gentle smile. Okay. Why are we act shocked? So far, this seems normal. Okay. I was surprised to see that expression from him for the very first time. That's... Oh, no. Oh, no. You're like, well, okay. It's concerning because of the trigger warning. Nadia's something bad's gonna happen to this poor thing. She has a sprite, so like, I don't trust the game. But like, and we're like, oh my God, he's never smiled before. Well, it's, to be fair, you know, doctors are a little more gentle with child patients than they are adults. They're gonna be, oh, hey, how you doing, sweetie? You want a lollipop? They don't do that to fucking 40-year-olds. You know what I mean? I feel like all doctors should give us all lollipops, no matter the age. Especially when you have to have blood drawn. Where the fuck is my lollipop? Okay? Because that hurts. Alright? But you know what I mean? Like, so a doctor being nicer to a child is not necessarily a bad thing? I hope? Oh. Very tense inside, though. Are you surprised? Dr. Capucine is Nadia's doctor. We've known each other for a very long time now, so he's relaxed enough in our company. Oh, so Dr. Capucine is just a doctor to you. Which would explain why he'd been so supportive when we were investigating the case. Dr. Capucine gently checked Nadia's pulse, then gave another warm smile. I mean, it seems weird. Oh, he's a doctor. Yeah, like, well, I mean, I guess it's like, oh, knew him somehow, and I guess we didn't know how he knew him or whatever, and it's like, oh, because Nadia. Okay, I guess that's what we're saying. A healthy heart leads to a healthy body. By all means, enjoy your time with her and restore your strength, Nadia. Okay! Nadia's bright smile was filled with much more life and joy than I had ever shown before. Shown or seen? Did I read that wrong? Nadia's bright smile was filled with much more life and joy than I had ever shown before. I mean, that's a weird... it makes sense, like, she's got much more life and joy than I've ever felt, but I feel like it's a weird analogy to make. It's more like than I've ever seen before. Yeah, either way works, but I can't believe she needs medical care. I promised Nadia that I'd come and visit her again before leaving the hospital. Right after we left, I couldn't hold back from sharing my thoughts to Lucas. I feel the same way sometimes. He sighed with a weak smile. Unfortunately, it's true. And Nadia was able to enjoy a conversation with you today, but she's prone to physical illness or even minor things. She requires daily medical care. She hardly ever steps outside the hospital. In fact, she's too weak to get out of bed most days. Do you think that maybe she was ill and stuff like that? But, like, she actually would have been better if, like, Capucine hadn't gotten involved? I think that's the upset, like, oh, she's got a weird disease. And, like, if he's doing, like, weird lab experiments on her or something, that it's just kind of keeping her like this. Because, again, like, Camille doing experiments on Mathis, who is actually a fake person. But you know what I mean? Like, Capucine could be doing experiments, like, trying to, like, cure the illness. Like, okay, let me go in the basement. I'm going to take blood from her. Here's some medicine and whatever, and it's keeping her weak because she's a perfect, like, lab experiment. And maybe hopefully that's what the obsession with a minor is like, oh, she's got all the signs and symptoms of, like, the later stages of this illness, and I can experiment on her, and she'll always stay stuck in bed because of whatever you're trying, but you just don't, nobody knows that you're using her as a guinea pig. We can hope. That's awful, but it's better than him being like, hey, girl. You know what I mean? Being creepy like that. Like, oh, God. Jesus. You know? Oh. Anyway. Which is why I try to visit her every day for as long as possible, so that I can tell her about the world outside, but the loneliness from spending the day alone in a hospital room must be unbearable. I see. God, yeah, she doesn't even have video games to play or anything, because, like, they don't have that technology. She's probably read every fucking book in existence, because there probably aren't that many here either. On that first day we stayed overnight, Lucas did mention that he needed to let someone know he was going to be out. He must have been referring to Nadia. Noticing my concern about her situation, Lucas gave me a gentle smile. You don't have to be so concerned about her. She's doing the very best within her means to live life to the fullest. How else could you explain the way she's able to smile so sweetly? Yes, she is very sweet, like an angel. Despite hearing the rumors about me, she wasn't afraid at all, and even offered to be my friend. In order to ease the worry I felt in my heart, I reminded myself that she was strong. She was more positive and brave than I was. Feeling sorry for her would only be an insult. I'm happy to have a friend as wonderful and strong as her. Thank you very much for introducing Nadia to me. The pleasure is mine, and thank you for responding positively to her request, Spacey. I pray you two will become good friends and support one another. I pray to God. No. I offer my full cooperation in this, so I hope we can all get along. Yeah, same here. I pray to God. No, I offer my cooperation. What are you, better than God? What does that mean? Chapter 2. You know what I mean? I pray to God. No, a higher power. I will get involved myself. Like, it was just so phrased weirdly. Anyway, I'm going to assume we're Anko on these. Those who lead have a responsibility. The man who presided over strength spoke to his heir as he passed down his weapon. That his successor might be a paragon of virtue to protect the weak. That sounds like somebody gave Lucas wasn't always Boro. It's like a fucking... I mean, we kind of already know that, not that there would be multiples, but somebody was a stand-in, so maybe that somebody who got burned by the acid was like, yeah, I'll be the next one. And, well, no, I know you're going to die, but, you know, I'm stuck on my tooth. Huh. His child responded, I understand. I will not misuse the power you have given me. Or like Lucas is the child of God, I don't know. Or thinks he is. I literally have something jammed in my tooth and it's killing me. I just noticed it. Turning back time. Before the night the young maiden of death appeared. Oh, okay, we're Anko, probably. Oh no, we're just a narrator. Anko, the watchman of death, stood alone. Not gonna do that anyway. Anko, the watchman of death, stood alone in the Lycoris field, looking in the direction where she would appear. I never expected her to choose him as her partner to face death. Unfortunately for me, I have little information about him. I could let her handle everything if I knew he was a trustworthy partner, but... something didn't feel right. Anko randomly plucked one of the black lycorises growing around him. Yeah. Hold on. Turning back time. I feel like my brain is working, but also, goddamn, whatever's stuck in my tooth is killing me. I feel like Anko really is a Time Lord. He's like, obviously he's the Watchman, which is like, you know, the Doctor. He's like, I mean, I feel like maybe that should have been obvious further back too, because you hear when we were going to stab ourselves the rewind sound, and it's like, why does it sound like it's rewinding? So like, yeah, so there's some wibbly wobbly timey wimey shit going on here. Maybe not with us necessarily, but maybe. Because then you could look at, and I don't know if that's the way they want you to do it, but like every time we split our path and go with a different love interest, it's like Anko's rewinding time. Let's think about the endings. We get these bad endings like, nope, 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 let me rewind time. And then you rewind time and then you choose a different path, and then it's like, now she's chosen this partner, Lucas. Because technically, Lucas is our partner in this path, if you think about it. So, like, interesting. All right. Anko randomly plucked one of the black lycorises growing around him. I should check, just in case. Voice is always off every time. After enjoying the flower's fragrance, he crushed it in his hand. He avoided the calamity that should have befallen him and disappeared from the field. I mean, he is the Watchman of Death, and he's from Hades, supposedly, so I mean, I feel like, okay. And if he can control time, be damned if some flower's gonna take him out, you know? A single lycris petal fluttered through the window inside. Next, the National Research Institute, which manufactures relivers, and the Society of Exorcists, which denies their existence, entered into a non-intervention agreement when the Society's minister changed, leading to present day. A gentle knock interrupted Lucas's history lesson. After receiving his nod of approval, I slowly opened the door. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'd like to speak with Lucas. Yes, just a moment. I turned around and looked at Lucas to signal that his presence was being requested. After a quick word to the students, Lucas walked over to us. Is there an urgent matter? Yes, we're having some trouble with a child that arrived here yesterday. Could you help us settle him down? He was abused by his mother, who's a reliver, so he isn't very cooperative with the female staff here. Lucas's eyes narrowed at her explanation. Oh, he looks so mad. Look at Lucas's mad face. That's the face he's making under that robe when he's Boro all the time. Understood. Let me assist. If there's a stuffed animal or toy that he's fond of, could you please bring it over? Yes, I'll go and get it right away. As she hurried off, Lucas and I looked at each other and nodded. Excuse me, everyone, but I'll need to step outside for a moment. While I'm gone, please review today's lesson. You may also get started on the assignment we handed out.
Okay.
And Spacey, if you please look after the children. Yes, you can count on me. After seeing Lucas walk off at a brisk pace, I took his place at the front of the room. Now then, if anyone has any questions, please feel free to let me know. Although, there may be certain things we'll have to wait for Monsieur Proust to answer.
Really? I think you're good at teaching Madam Spacey.
Huh? Really?
Yep. Especially math and stuff. It's easy because you draw pictures and shapes and stuff. I like when you draw a picture of a cat to show us math problems. Oh, it's so cute. Hey, can you draw something in my notebook after class?
Sure, if you really don't mind. But first, let's all focus on studying, okay?
Okay.
After another chorus of cheerful responses, the children got right into reading their textbooks with renewed enthusiasm. It's so nice. My heart felt so warm. Being surrounded by the children kept me busy, but it was also fulfilling in a way. A week had passed since I began this job. Children addressing me as a teacher feels normal now. I was happy that the children were now so close to me that they actually treated me with affection. And I still hadn't gotten any leads into Boro's identity. I had listed some possible people that I suspected could be Boro, but after looking into them further, I found that they led perfectly ordinary lives. None had the same physique or stature as Boro. Yeah, because you're looking in the wrong place. You see him every goddamn day. I was surprised there were no rumors about someone as skilled and powerful as he was. Yeah, because he's acting nonchalant and normal. In addition, I hadn't seen Anko at all, even though I had been to the same part of the Lycaris field a number of times. I wanted to know why he thought the incidents weren't over yet. He knows that you've paired up with Lucas, and he's like, interesting. With an internal sigh, I read the textbook in my hand when...
You're not...
You're not allowed in here! This is private property! I heard a desperate cry from outside. Curious, I headed to the window and looked out. Shut up! I'm his father! Private property my ass! Ah! That was the lamest ever. Huh? A tall man forcefully shoved the staff member with all his strength. She fell hard on the ground. Oh, okay, it's a lady. What the... With no regard for her whatsoever, he headed toward the entrance to the facility. Oh, this is where Lucas is gonna, stop him with just a brief hand, and you're like, wow, you're really strong, Lucas, and it's gonna be another fucking sign that he's Boro, okay? I thought he might be a burglar pretending to have a child here, but he looked unarmed. Who was he? What was going on? And why in the hell would you rob an orphanage? They can't have that much. Although the situation was still uncertain, my body moved to take action. Everyone, go to the back of the room. I hurried them out of their seats and urged them to the back of the room, standing in front to guard them. A few seconds passed as I held my breath and stared at the door. The sound of the wall clock ticked on, second by second. Fierce stomping could be heard in the hallway, coming closer and closer. Dennis! Your dad's here for you! Ah! One of the girls let out a scream. You're not Dennis, girl. Shut your mouth. A large man kicked open the door to get into the room. He could have just opened it like a normal fucking person. I mean, he's mad, apparently, but good God. Crimes against doors. Dennis. That was the name of a 6-year-old boy here who always raised his hand to participate in class. He was right next to me, so I looked at him and asked, Dennis, do you know him?
He's my dad.
Your dad?
That's
right, Dennis, it's Dad. Yeah, you're here, just like they said. Now let's go home. I'll make all the food you want to eat today. The man continued to speak as we looked on, dumbfounded at what was happening. I mean, I could understand if the man came in because he was like, no, I was dead, I'm a reliver, and blah, 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 I want my son back, because, he was gone for, and they thought he was dead for good or something. He's like, oh, wait, and the kid thought your dad was dead and then he wasn't. But, why would you knock someone over and bust down the door and act like a psycho? So, I feel like you're abusing your child, sir.
No, I want to stay here.
Dennis gave a sharp reply as he grabbed hold of my clothes. Dennis?
You said you didn't have enough money to become a reliver. Isn't that why you hurt me and made me work and left me in the street after?
You don't deserve Dennis. Me protecting all the children, even though I hate children. Except fuck Milo. I mean, I understand why Milo's a dick, but he's still a dick, okay? But like all the rest of these poor children.
I don't want to see you ever again.
I finally understood the situation. I could see the reliver mark clearly on the man's arm, which proved he was a reliver. Despite his kind, regretful expression. The thing is like, it's one thing to like shove staff out of your way, like, okay, maybe he was a little more violent with the woman, but he kicked open the fucking door. He could have just been like running through the place, open the door. He's not acting rational, and then we're supposed to believe he's kind and regretful? Like, maybe they should have written him a little. I mean, it's one thing to be, come on, let's go back, kid. And he's like, no, you abused me. And the guy's like, yeah, well, it's because we didn't have money, and I was like too poor to like support you, so I just dumped you in the street. And then now I'm a reliver, though. We're fine, kid. I mean, bad parents exist. But, like, they made him sound like he's my fucking kid, he's my fucking property, I'm gonna take him back. Then he's like, I'm sorry, Dennis, I ditched you in the street, man. Bad choices. Like, there's a difference between a horrible asshole parent that they were making him kind of seem out, and then, like, just a sad asshole parent, you know what I mean? That he apparently is. He's the sad asshole kind. Like, oh, dude, you're kind of pathetic. Like, you know? But, like, I don't know. Anyway. I'd seen enough from him to understand that he was willing to use force to get his way. Obviously. Which is kind of weird. Which meant... Yeah, I saw the past records that were stored in my brain after I became a reliver. I know how horrible of a person I was back then. Never thought I'd see the day that I'd actually look down on myself like this. The only drawback of being a reliver, though in Cyan's words it was by design, was the loss of emotion due to an overload of memory during the reliver process. We don't have to worry about money now. My business at the marsh is a huge success, and I bought a huge house in Cheetahs. So, I can give you all the love you deserve now. Except for he's a reliver, so he doesn't have love. But, I mean, okay. I guess I can't be mad at the guy for being like, yeah, I was a douche, but I want to make up for it. Because, like, people are allowed to change. You know? People are allowed to change, but you should also accept that Dennis doesn't want to go with you, and you don't deserve his forgiveness if he doesn't want to give it to you right now, you know? But please wait a moment. This is all too sudden. And who are you? Man took a step forward, and I instinctively pulled Dennis closer. It seemed his father lost the negative emotions he felt toward his son after becoming a reliver. Yeah, but he also doesn't have the love. So now that he was born without those emotions, he was here to bring Dennis back. I know there have been a lot of sad instances where strong emotions of love have been lost, but I'd never seen it work in reverse. Well, it sounded good in theory. Judging by the fear in Dennis's eyes, I couldn't simply hand him over, unless the father is lying and is like, nah, actually, I could sell you on the black market, so make more money. It's like, he didn't have enough money to become a reliver, so he abandoned his kid. Ended up getting enough money to become a reliver, but then somehow, I mean, I don't know how long Dennis has been here. It could be a year, whatever. But, like, he's managed to make his business in the marsh boom, and he has a wonderful house, and then he's like, yeah, no, I knew I was a douche to my son, but I waited until now to come find him, and I'm doing it aggressively. Seems a little shady, but... I'm a teacher's aide here. I'm responsible for taking care of the children who live here. So I'm unable to hand him over to you, even if you are his father, without going through the proper process. Staff outside didn't allow me to get him, which is why I had to come here myself. Even more reason why I can't. I tried my best to maintain a calm composure so that I wouldn't agitate him more. I decided to gently explain the process to buy some time and hopefully settle him down. In cases like these, we need to assess the circumstances. Above all else, what the child wants takes priority. Actually, that's nice. Hey, you abandoned your kid, but you came back, so here you go, kid's property. No, what the child wants is priority over you, motherfucker. Because you know that doesn't happen. It's like, well, we have to put the kid with one of their parents, even. It's like, nah, man, what does the kid want? Kid wants to be with their abusive parent? I mean, okay. Maybe then we don't trust them, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, What the child wants doesn't always come into consideration, but it should. If the orphanage has denied your request, that means their evaluation led to the decision that the circumstances are not ideal at the present moment. We are being so diplomatic. Shut up! Shut up! Children are the property of their parents. What's wrong with reclaiming them? They're not property. See, it's that thought. But they treat kids like property. The man's face flared red with rage, despite my calm explanation. You're just like that bitch outside. She keeps dredging up the past over and over again. I'm not the same person I was before reviving. No, you seem worse. The angered man quickly grabbed a vase from the shelf near him. It was obvious what he was planning to do next. Dennis! I shielded Dennis with my body to protect him. Just as the man was about to throw the vase... What's this? A gentle voice reached out to the man, and then... He had made no sound coming in. Yeah, 'cause he's like a motherfucking ninja. And that's no good. That vase was made with love for flowers. What the? When did you... You see the gripping noise? The... Yeah, no, Lucas is like, let me just take that as I rip your arm off. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I told you this was going to happen. A delicate hand grabbed his arm. The man suddenly dropped the vase, sending water and flowers across the floor.
Monsieur Proust!
Lucas smiled gently as he kept his grip on the man's arm, but the fact that a delicate arm is... I told you! It's not the same as he punching the dude or tapping the dude and busting his ribcage open, but still, he's doing exactly what I said, showing unfathomable strength right now. Very sorry to keep you waiting. The room I was in was quite a distance from here. It took some time for me to finally realize something was going on. He then looked around the room. I intervened without knowing the details. Can someone explain the situation to me? Well, I did my best to explain as simply as possible while being stunned that he's in a death grip. I see. Then you are Dennis's father? Being repentant is a good first step, but resorting to violence immediately after expressing your remorse... Wait, I just lost it for a moment and that outburst could have meant life or death to your child. After what I've just heard, do you believe it reasonable for me to entrust your child to you with confidence? He spoke calmly and with reason. Yeah, but he's literally stopping all blood flow to this dude's arm. Getting the same response from Lucas started to quell the man's rage. Also, this is presumption on my part, so I apologize if I'm mistaken, but am I correct in assuming that you've not yet apologized to Dennis since you arrived? Huh? The man looked at Dennis, then at the teacher in surprise. I responded in his place. Yes, he did mention that he regretted what happened and that he wanted Dennis back, but he didn't apologize even once. You're lying! How could I not apologize to him?
He didn't apologize. Dennis's dad just kept getting mad and saying mean things. He's right. He's being scary to everyone.
I see. Lucas sighed in dismay, and Dennis glared at his father with teary eyes. Lucas sighing in dismay is probably terrifying.
Dad used to hit me a lot. I hated it, but I still like my old dad better. My old dad was working hard to make lots of money so he could come back after he died. Cried a lot and said sorry a lot after he hit me.
Dennis buried his face in my clothes and continued, that's so sad.
But you haven't cried or said sorry yet, which means you're not my dad.
You're not my real dad.
You're a fake dad. You're not my family. I don't want to talk to you ever again.
Poor fucking Dennis, but he literally just said you're not my real dad. He's not. But... Dennis, even though he was abandoned, somewhere in his heart he must have wanted to forgive his father because he still loved him. But that sliver of hope was dashed by none other than the father himself. Hearing Dennis's honest refusal, the man slouched as his strength left him. Please take your leave. Please do not use this child as a tool to amend the sins of your former self. Sensing that things were safe now, he let go of the man's arm. After biting down on his lip, I'm sorry. With a simple apology, the man left through the doorway as Lucas escorted him out. After watching the man leave Dennis and the other children...
I knew it. I'm not going to be a reliever. I don't want to be like him. I'd rather die at 23. I'll go to the Society of Exorcists that Monsieur Proust talked about before. Yeah, me too. Me too.
We saw firsthand the changes that occurred when someone became a reliver, and they all reached the same conclusion. I mean, you can't really blame them in this situation. But we're over time, but we had to finish that. And I'm sorry, Lucas gripping the. Come on! Come the fuck on! Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.